The winter sun hung low over the Dakota plains, a pale disk smothered by drifting clouds. Snow had blanketed everything for miles, turning the world into a cold, breathless silence broken only by the groan of a broken wagon and the soft whimpers of hungry children. Mary Keller tightened the torn shawl around her shoulders, though it did little to stop the wind from cutting through her. Her 9 children huddled together beside the wagon, their faces pale, their lips cracked from cold and thirst. The trail had taken nearly everything from them: food, hope, and nearly the strength to keep moving. Mary had buried her husband 6 weeks earlier on the side of a dirt road leading out of Dakota Territory. He'd left her with 9 children, a broken wagon, 2 thin horses, and a world that cared little for a woman alone. She tried working in small towns, but every time she asked for help, every time she begged for a chance, the answer was the same: too many mouths, too much trouble, too much weight. Mary wasn't afraid of hard work. She just needed someone willing to let her earn a living. But the townspeople were too busy surviving themselves. Winter had turned everyone selfish. When the last of her food ran out, she sold 1 horse, then the other. Then the wheels of her wagon cracked on the frozen ruts of the trail outside. Red Willow Crossing. She told her children to stay calm, though her hands shook so badly she could barely tie the blankets around them. The wind carried the distant sound of hooves long before the figure appeared on the ridge. Mary braced for the worst. Outlaws roamed freely in winters like this, hunting for easy prey. She stepped in front of her children, ready to defend them with nothing but her body. The rider came slow, careful, as if not wanting to spook them. His horse was a powerful roan, steam curling from its nostrils. The man on its back was tall, broad-shouldered, wrapped in a thick duster coat dusted white with frost. He stopped a few yards away, studying the fragile family, with eyes that saw too much pain in the world to ignore more of it. Mary swallowed hard. "Oh, we don't want trouble, sir." Before the rancher could answer, little Anna stepped forward, clutching her doll that had lost its face long ago. Her voice was thin, trembling in the cold. "Nobody wanted my mom, 'cause there's 9 of us." The rancher slowly climbed off his horse and knelt in the snow so he wasn't towering over her. His breath smoked in the frozen air. He removed his hat, not in politeness, but in a gesture of humility. "Is that so?" he asked gently. Anna nodded, her eyes glistening. Mary felt tears sting her own, though she forced herself to stay still. The rancher's voice dropped into something low, steady, and sure. "Good," he said at last, "because I want all of you." Mary felt the world tilt. She grabbed the side of her broken wagon to steady herself. "Sir, you don't understand. I can't pay. I can't offer—" "You don't owe me a damn thing," the rancher said. "Name's Elias McGraw. I've got land, livestock, and a house built for a family I never had. Been eating alone far too long." He helped the children into his own wagon, wrapping them in heavy wool blankets. He gave them warm biscuits from a tin, watched them devour each bite like starving wolves, and said nothing except, "Eat slow now." As they rode toward the McGraw ranch, smoke from the chimneys rose like a promise. Mary sat beside Elias, her hands trembling inside his thick gloves he loaned her. She looked at him through tears she couldn't hide. "Why are you helping us?" she whispered. Elias kept his eyes on the snowy trail. "Because nobody deserves to be unwanted. Not a mother who walked this far, and not a single one of her children." For the first time in months, Mary let herself believe in tomorrow.